Hi, my name is Angela Smith. This is the Dream Big Show. We are at the Houston Fine Art Fair, and it's a lot of different artists. I'm going to be talking to someone from the A.C.A. gallery. Her name is
Dorian Bergen.
Hi, it's a pleasure.
Pleasure. Thank you for visiting us.
Can you please tell us some of
Sure.
the pieces? What's going on with this one?
We are. Well, I'll tell you what's. Should I tell you a little background? Are you going to edit this? This is live, right? Okay. This particular piece is by Barclay Hendricks, and it was painted in the 70s. He created amazing, intimate portraits in the 70s of African Americans in a very. Jeffrey, Barclay Hendricks, we represented Barclay in the 70s when he created these amazing portraits. They're very rare. It's practically impossible to find portraits from the 70s. And what can you say about Barclay?
Well, he was just collected by the Tate Gallery in London, just acquired a large work of his. And we had this work in a show we did in 1976. We sold it to a doctor in California, and then maybe about 15, 20 years later, he called us up. And he was retired and he needed to raise a little money, so I bought it back from him.
But it's impossible to find pieces from this period.
Yeah, they're very much in demand.
Yeah, that's
And
really.
He was a teacher at Yale, and he was working in oil, acrylic, and magna, which is a curious medium developed in the 1930s by what was his name, George Mariget. And it was a medium that always looked wet. It never seemed to look like it dried. But in time, they tended to turn brown. So he mixed it with oil and acrylic to make it more stable, and found a way to use it correctly. So.
Oh wow, that's remarkable. As far as this is a question regarding your gallery. The project that you were talking about, as far as getting funding for people that are just starting as artists or art structures. Okay.
I think what you're referring to is Faith Ringgold. We'll show Faith Ringgold here. It happens to be that on Monday, Time Magazine featured her in an article called Working Legends. So she has come so far. She was born and raised in Harlem. She was named Faith because her mother said she has 2 strikes against her. She's a woman and she's black, and she will have to work twice as hard to go half as far, and she did. She's amazingly hardworking. Her bio is over 100 pages long. She's in the Metropolitan Museum, the Guggenheim Museum, and a lot of museums around the world. Her solo show is currently at the National Museum of Women in the Arts, and it's gotten a lot of publicity. And she created story quilts, and you can see, should we walk around? Let's see.